you guys start the session in the first camp, and then no, you started the session with the elementals, and you guys were about to fight them, and then you took Lunk away from the situation.
Thank God.
Danced away.
Sorry, thank reindeer. Then we traveled.
You traveled, and then you found an airship. Then it started raining.
Then we camped out.
Yep.
Then
you guys had some heart to heart.
We did.
Yeah. I mean, slightly.
Mm-hmm. And then Anna decided to scout ahead after the rain had stopped. And she found the dragoon.
The derpy one.
Yeah. After talking to the dragoon for a bit, she decided to make a deal with him, saying to fix the robot.
Fix the dragon's robot.
Fix the dragon's robot. And the rest of the party meet up with Anna and the dragon. And you realize that the dragon want to add another piece to his collection.
A fine addition.
Yes.
General Kenobi.
I'm here, sorry.
You will be. I mean, what? We're
finished recap.
I missed recap. Oh.
You missed recap.
Oh.
We camped with Dragon.
Okay. And that's where we'll start. Okay. Noru looks up to you guys and like,
is that the
well, it's nice to meet all of you. Fiend, was it?
Yes.
How you like to stay here and keep me company?
Forever. That's implied.
I'm sorry, but I'm looking for someone who is my master. Well, they probably won't know it, but...
Well, at the very least, you and your companions can spend the night. It is getting rather dark.
Well, that was the plan.
I think we'll happily accept that offer. Thank you for your kindness.
And assuming that you don't have any complaints about it, I think a few of our members would appreciate maybe using your lake over there to wash up with.
Oh, yes, that's quite fine. Just make sure you don't touch my my magnificent collection down there.
Can do.
Well, off you be. You better set up camp and whatnot. I'll be over here. And he just goes on top of his his electrum pile and starts rolling around in it.
Okay, so
who all votes to get some sand off their clothes and things?
Well, ideally all of you.
Alright, who gets to stand next to Lunk the entire time?
We'll just give him a quick dunk and be done with that.
By his ankles, sound good.
Hushby just looks around at you like, okay, fine, I'll go first. She walks over to the lake and doesn't take off her mask because she gets her clothes around her mask, and you see that she is still, her scars appear on her back, behind her legs, and she washes up like she doesn't care.
Sphene will go next, sure.
Okay.
And then
Are
once
you
she's sufficiently cleaned, you know.
Hush Pies can take a bit, because this is like the first time since the Oasis. Since, water's been freely given.
Yeah, Sphene's just gonna clean herself and get out.
Okay. Sploosh, splashing.
Splash, splash, I was taking a bath.
Copyright.
I'm washing me in my clothes.
Okay. Anyone who's gonna watch Garrus?
I can do it.
No, and I'll take care of that part.
I don't. He swats you away.
You'll keep your pants on.
Don't bother.
He's on the sled. Anna's just gonna drag him over when everyone else is done.
He's gonna try pull himself off the sled
Garrett,
while continuing the phrase "Don't bother."
don't start.
He continues to pull himself off the sled.
No, get back on the stop.
It's only going to infect if you don't at least clean.
Let it. Who cares?
Just, we'll get him there. Just everyone else needs to finish their baths up.
Okay. So far we had Sphene, Hush Pie, Garrus is, being...
It's in the corner.
Yeah. Imp took hers. And then we have left is Janice, Poppy, and Emily.
For what?
Splish
Possible
splash.
bath, question mark?
I'll take a bath, but wait, not in front of other guys.
No, everyone else will be gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Janice, you get yours done. No one else seems to you get it towards the...
What happened?
Okay, so
I didn't.
Guard and Garrus.
Was Emily gonna take one, or she already take one?
Emily?
Yeah, I'll take one. Might as well.
Yep. Ols who wants one, got one. Apparently Garrus doesn't want one.
Well, Gareth is getting one.
There's no point.
Don't.
He continues to be in his corner.
Carry his ass with my big meaty claws.
You resist?
Not until he gets me to the water. I'll just tell him, fine, I'll do it from here. Jeez, there's no point.
Oops. Let's go, Gareth. Time for a bath.
I reiterate what I previously said.
You may not think you need it, but you need it.
Yeah.
I don't have the strongest sense of smell, but you reek.
Your words are touching as always. Fine, you got me here. I'll take care of it. Thanks.
Anna's gonna stay there just in case Garrett tries anything stupid. Just have her back to him. Give him some.
He does not try anything stupid. He just
you never know.
Okay.
He just kind of pulls himself in, well, clothes on and everything, then just pulls himself back out and calls it good. He doesn't care.
He's got to be those so difficult, doesn't he?
Yeah. And since we're going into heart to heart today, we'll find out why. Yay!
Well, she's like, you can't just hop back there. You have no legs. Well, you're back over here, Gimpy.
Well, I just assumed we were done with that.
No names.
Back here, Lieutenant Dan.
Copyright.
Do you want to get sued?
No, Anna's just going to take a little bit and just clean off the wound. Or
Okay.
clean up around the wound more rather than just him doing a dunk.
Around the wound is starting to get black veiny marks around it.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Healing kits come with, I'm assuming, some kind of antiseptic and cleaner.
Yeah, you put it around it and rebandage it and cross fingers.
Well, like when getting the water on it and then like kind of removing some of the scabbing so some of that antiseptic can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you might not like me too much for doing that, but
A lot of details.
Yeah.
just making sure so that if Gareth dies from septic shock, it's not my problem.
I'll haunt your ass.
But anyway, yeah, just do that cleaning after he's done dunking himself, and then I drag his ass back.
Okay. You're gonna be nice, or you're just gonna literally drag him?
Well, he's on a sled, so I'm just gonna pull the sled back.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
The rest of the party during Gareth's rather long bath with Anna alone.
I don't
What's everyone
like
else
the way you said that.
Yes,
You're gonna
'cause
have like
he,
a
can't feel
fire
his,
start?
he can't feel his waist down, and Anna's a half machine. That's
I feel like we already talked
We
about
went through this already. Again.
But did we ever come to a conclusion?
He has a point. We never. Anyway.
Anyway.
Anywho,
Okay, moving on.
I said we're fading black these things. We're not gonna do them. Okay, moving on.
Come a little bit closer.
Okay. What's everyone else doing while baths are going on? Like, are you guys building a fire, setting up camp?
It's everybody but Gareth and Anna, so you guys got this. I have faith in you.
Poppy will begin setting up her own tent first.
Okay. Set up your tent. Easy enough.
And then I'll slowly start working on other ones. Kind of just laying them out, seeing if they'll sit in nicely or not.
I'll start making Gareth's tent.
Okay. Quite easy. It doesn't take long to make tents. It's a tedious process. You guys are gonna be dead silent the entire time?
I'll start making.
I mean, I imagine the dragon is wanting to talk with us and show us everything.
Oh, he will. I just keep making sure you guys are.
He ran off and went to his gold pile a little bit ago.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying his very rare election piece. You guys didn't know it's the E in your currency pick thing.
Huh?
On your character sheet, next
Yes.
to currency,
Yes.
there's copper, silver,
Yes.
this random E,
Yes.
and gold.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So what the rest of the party do?
I'm making food.
Are you getting a little fire going?
I will try.
Okay, make a survival check. First roll of the night. Actually, I forgot. I need to roll meteor.
Wow.
No meteor. Okay, you got a little fire going. With very little wood stuff you have around.
What are you talking about? We'd be safe from the meteor. We're in a cave.
No meteor. I'll set the meteor in the lake, but that's the point.
So,
Okay. Get a little fire going, start cooking some food. After a little bit, you do hear the dragon get off his electrum pile. And it's kind of sit there quietly, just watching you. Everyone.
Since I don't need a 10, I'm just gonna indulge Dragon in conversation.
As you approach up to the dragon, Naru, he's like, Well, hello there.
Hello again.
I'm just watching your companions. I never seen humanoids act so strangely.
Strangely as in how?
You guys aren't talking.
There's been a lot of stress going on.
Like, even when my few and far between visitors come by, they always talk and talk and talk and talk. It's great. I just love just listen. They even tell jokes. You want to hear a few jokes?
I yell over and say we almost died. Would rather not talk about it.
He's trying to be a warm host and welcoming host. Can you blame him for trying?
Well, yes. But he did not know.
So then can you blame him?
I suppose not. Carry on.
Sorry, I like the old manner of elegance. And
Well, the old matter of elegance is chivalrous nowadays. Don't know what that word means, but I keep hearing it.
yeah.
Oh, I know what to lighten up the mood.
fire.
Our werewolf. Wait, shit! I screwed up already. My companion turned to a werewolf. Now he's barking out orders.
Poppy's just gonna look over and kind of shake her head and be like, "Oh dear."
Wouldn't it be funnier if it was your commander? Now he's barking out orders?
That would be funnier. Gotta remember that next time.
I got one.
Oh?
Why did the man fall in the well?
You pushed him.
Shit, hold on. BRB. Google, stop.
This is why you don't activate those features.
Google, stop!
Let us just continue.
I'm still waiting for the joke. She didn't finish.
Well, in the meantime, how about a riddle?
Oh?
What would be a good one?
Let me tell you this. Silence.
Silent.
They say
Okay.
it's golden.
Okay, fine.
Duct tape is silver.
Out of game, keep going. In game, I have to be grumpy.
So, I can be sand, I can be the sun, and I can be a bird. What am I?
A desert.
Nope.
But you're sand. It's hot, so it's the sun. And I saw a giant bird. So it's a desert.
Not quite. Yes, the desert has all those. But there's another way.
Oh.
It's time.
How
or
can
a
time
clock.
be a bird?
A cuckoo clock. They have a little bird in them, and at each hour, the bird comes out.
I need to find one of those. Where can I find one of those?
I'm not sure.
Your friend mentioned a port town. She said it was 7 days from here.
Although I
Maybe they
imagine
have-
it'd be a lot shorter for you.
Wait. That can happen?
What do
So-
you mean?
Oh, I can fly very fast.
Mhm.
So I told your friend that the creation forge that she promised she'll take me to go to scary monsters is only 2 days away. If I'm very fast, 2 days for me. How long it will be for you guys?
I don't quite know what the ratio is between your speed and our speed. If you're, say, twice as fast, or maybe a third as fast.
That's interesting. Okay, whoever's doing that was your mic. Can you stop? Thank you. I know. We should have a race.
No.
And then we'll see how fast it is. And then we'll do the math. Science. History.
Can y'all hear
Big Bang.
somebody answer me?
Yeah, we
Hello.
can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, cool. My mic was acting up. That was me. Sorry. I had to go switch laundry.
Okay.
And that causes your mic to act up.
Yeah, this mic's kind of shit.
Hey, language.
I'm sorry. This
It's okay.
Mic,
We're going to get demonetized. There
this mic is poo poo.
we go.
Poo-poo.
No, you just say this isn't for children. You'll be fine.
But as I was saying my joke, why did the blind man fall down a well?
Pushed him.
No, because he couldn't see that well.
I don't get it.
Terrible.
So well. Why can't you just fly out of there?
Because he doesn't have wings. Humans don't have wings.
Humans don't have wings?
Nope.
I saw your friend fly around here. Pointing to Anna.
She's a little different. Most humans don't. If you notice from the rest of us, most of us don't have wings.
I'm gonna have to remember that. Ooh. The mill has a new milestone. Locals call it the Fallen Paladin. It's an Oathbreaker after all. Sorry. That was a bad joke. I had to tell just get out of my head. So humans don't have wings. So how do you get around? You just walking all the time?
Yep. Or we ride something that can go faster than us.
As you kind of notice him peek over towards where your mechanical horse is. Just,
That is Mercy. She is my horse.
nods to it. Interesting. So, guys interact. I saw humans are very social creatures. You guys are seen antisocial. I'm trying to people watch.
Don't watch too hard, you might go blind.
What's the camp looking like at this point?
I don't know. What does the camp look like, guys?
I mean,
Camp
Poppy laid
creating
out the
crew.
tents, then started setting them up after she got done with hers. I don't know about everybody else's yet.
Sphina has yet to ever build herself a tent, so she doesn't ever see us needing one.
I don't know if it would be safe to assume that Lunk's made his yet or not.
Yeah, it's safe to assume that. And Lunk's sitting there in his tent, laying on his back, looking up at the ceiling of his tent.
So we have, what, 4 tents up then?
Yeah.
And a fire.
Janice is cooking some food on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Poppy's tent, Janice's, Lunk's, Emily made hers, right?
And Garrus's tent, because Poppy made Garrus's tent.
So there's 5 tents then.
Yep. And then your surviving crew members, Hushby, also have their tents up. So it is a full camp now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Anna's just gonna drag Gareth's sled over close, but not like within him getting it set on fire
Mm-hmm.
to the fire so he can dry off and warm up from his previous dunk. Okay, so all the tents are up, fire's going, food's going.
Mm-hmm.
So Lunk's in his tent, Emily's in hers, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Poppy's in hers,
Kind of hanging out front of it, yeah.
and Sphene doesn't have one, so she's just out wandering.
Yep.
Okay. Anna's gonna go over to the fire and kind of help speed the process up of making the food, so we can start getting that distributed after the long walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but in no time the food's done cooking and ready to be handed out to people.
Yeah, and Anna's just gonna like make up plates and just like fold her wings flat. And kind of just use the wings as like carrying trays. And go
Clever
around.
use of the wings, actually.
And go
You
around.
mean clever girl? Come on.
Clever girl.
Copyright.
And just go around the people who need food, kind of just handing them their bowl, I'm assuming. And then again, assuming Garrett's going to be a pouty boy, she's just going to set his in front of him.
That works.
He'll get to it eventually.
So you think.
Or we'll force it down his throat one way or the other.
Okay, we don't.
Mm-hmm. You guys have questions I made you guys write, you guys can pull from.
Gareth can't start the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is everyone around the fire then, or are people still out finding their own?
I mean,
I'm
I'm
around the fire.
close-ish.
The imp's invisible.
Well, I mean, that's typical. I come to expect that of him. Lunk's not here.
Mhm.
Yeah, holy shit, how long does it take, Jordan?
I love how a lot of us actually went to the thing.
What time is D&D? 7 o'clock. Oh, no, it's 7:30? No, 7 o'clock.
What the?
It has always been 7.
Literally, since we started.
Except for that one time we waited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
that
what?
was
A month
asked
ago,
of
ish?
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one time he was early, we were 45 minutes late.
That sounds about right.
Mhm.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. No, Lunk seems pretty zoned out.
Okay.
Probably high.
I
on
like
that,
active
too.
Fair.
You copier.
After Anna finishes passing out the food, she's like putting the bowl in front of Garrett. She's just gonna sit near his sled.
Mhm.
And just give a glance over to Janice. And just be like, well, cleric, are you gonna say a prayer before everyone eats, or is that not what your cult does?
I can do that, yes.
Well, maybe it would be the first time anyone's ever seen you pray.
And we're not a cult. Gives you
It
a
might
dirty
have-
look.
I mean, what's the difference? The only difference is the way people look at it. Cults are seen as evil and dark, and
We're not evil.
well, sure, your cult might not be, but you still have a little ways to go before you can prove that to us.
We're not a cult either. Just getting irritated.
I think it's quite rude to interrupt prayer, if I am not mistaken.
Well, it hasn't started yet. I was just simply asking a question.
Janice,
Go
if
on,
you will.
cleric.
I honestly don't have any prayers.
Just, you don't need to actually say one. Just
You say food.
say that I chant whatever from my thing.
Tascate.
Oh great being you
I start
worship,
saying a prayer.
bless
Okay.
our food,
Okay.
and nourish us. Thing.
Yep. Okay, you.
Does she?
Yeah, you feel bleh, doing like 3 conversations at once because 2 off-story conversations. DM's distracted. You finish your food prayer and you start eating your food.
Question: did Anna put a bowl in front of Sveen?
No.
Good.
Well, I mean, it wasn't going to be used, so why bother?
Yeah.
Santa's just going to wait until everyone's kind of getting into their food again.
Mhm.
Returning back to Janice. So, you know you have issues. The party's been telling you you've had issues. Have you ever seek the wisdom of your Almighty on what your complication is?
What my God has said about it?
Yeah.
That I never heard anything about it.
That's
So in the past 3 centuries, the gods have continued to remain silent, I see. Pretty hard to believe that they can continue having their cults when they don't answer the prayers of their followers.
Hey, I'll have you know I got my staff from my god.
Oh, did they give it to you directly, or was that just something passed down from an old person that passed away recently?
No, they gave it to me directly. I woke up with it.
Oh, so they didn't actually, come down. They're still too scared to show themselves. You'd think after all this time that maybe they would try something a little to at least appease their followers. But I guess since they all wield all this amazing power, why would they have to bother with it? I mean, it doesn't seem like their clerics seem to care as much about them, so why should they?
You're being blasphemous.
Have you blacked out the entire time that you had this rod that you randomly woke up with?
What? Say that
Your
again.
blackout. Your blackout.
Is this
Have
in
you-
character or out of character?
This is in character.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm trying to sound sad and disinterested.
No. I woke up with it as a gift after
His question
Ship
is,
saving.
have you had blackout incidences prior to having that staff?
I don't know. You guys were the first ones to say anything, accusing me of being evil.
So this
I
is
still don't say I am.
so the correlation between you receiving that staff and your blackouts seemed to be pretty damning. Your god must really love you.
My god is not causing me to have blackouts.
Well, they're not stopping it.
Maybe your staff is.
If your god,
I got what?
Yeah, you cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, come back.
No. No.
Who's that
Hello?
supposed to?
Hello?
Hello.
There he is.
oh,
You cut out like hella
Okay.
hard.
my apologies. Well, if your god cared about you so much, why didn't they come and strike down the man who cut our boat in half, resulting in the death of 2 of our crew and your cat?
The gods aren't necessarily allowed to directly intervene.
Oh, but
You
they
should
can
know
give you
that.
a staff in your sleep. I call that intervening. Or is it only convenient intervening? Sometimes it's allowed, but other times it's not talked about. Just brushed under the rug.
I don't know. I can't speak for the gods.
I mean, you're one of their conduits. Shouldn't that be your job?
They can show me things and they can tell me things, but what they do, I have no control over.
Mm. Again, 3 centuries, they still haven't learned from their mistakes. I guess it'll be another 3 before they're all finally forgotten about. Or someone else will come up to take their place and do their job for them.
Janice, does your cult have any enemies?
We're not a cult.
Okay, cool. You're ignoring the important part of the question.
I don't know. I don't think so.
What about you personally?
No. I mean, charity's mean, but that's about it.
I half expected you to include me in that list.
Well, she's stuck with that, so. I would suggest it wise for a cleric to take some time out of their life to pray to their god to solve their malfunctions before it results in someone hurting the party and the party firing back. Because that would be very unfortunate. Has Gareth eaten it all yet?
Nope.
Anna's gonna take his bowl and drag his sled closer and get a spoonful. Put it to his face.
Why do you bother?
Well, you're not dead. So we're not just gonna let you wither away.
Yeah, that's what you think. I'm worthless, though. Correction, useless.
If I could die and come back, I'm pretty sure we can fix your back.
Wait, you've died?
Yep.
Is that what caused the, sort of vaguely gestures to her own arms? And just kind of looks at you horrified.
What do you mean by motioning to her arms?
I motion to mine, as opposed to just motioning to you.
Your arms are screwed up, Anna. That's what.
They're metal.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we can hear you, Lunkmeister.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not very great when you have the mic muted, or the sounds muted.
Brewed ketchup, or all eating food around a campfire and RPing.
Yep.
Singing our campfire song.
No.
No songs.
We'll crush you.
Trying to listen.
Repeat
your question one more time, Poppy, sorry.
Okay, so she asked if you had died.
Yes.
You said yes, and she points and kind of gestures to her own arms to infer to yours. Kind of going, is that what caused the she doesn't want to be insensitive about it?
Was it my death that caused these? And she's in there just kind of wiggling her fingers. No. It was the post result. 3 centuries ago, that same Taras that supposedly obliterated this continent was the thing that killed me. And as I lay there, crushed by debris, my sister holding me, weeping for me to the gods, and Anna's gonna kind of glare at Janice. There was no answer. We were just left there abandoned by the people we prayed to. Until a devil came by and him and my sister made a deal. I spent the 3 centuries of death to ship when I arrived at Ship's Haven down being constructed.
Poppy's just gonna kind of stare at you in abject, mild horror and shock.
It's not all bad, though. I mean, when you die, you kind of lose that horror of feeling it. And you feel pain in a totally different way. These parts don't really feel pain anymore. And I'm essentially immortal, so I mean, you can't beat that.
She's just gonna visibly shudder and be like, not fond of metal.
And that's the same with all the people that you guys saw. All the other Devil Gears that you saw in the port town. All the people that are there died. They went through the same process I did.
Make an intelligence check.
Boom.
Intelligence check.
History.
History check.
Yeah, you're kind of assuming that. May or not.
Well, I mean, she saw some when she was still when she finished being built. She saw them, and there was the people or the parts that were in the smith when we were there. So, I mean, even then, it's still a healthy assumption.
It's a healthy assumption, but I mean, you're not 100% sure.
It's not like anyone here can argue with me on it.
No, they don't. They wouldn't know. You're the only one that wouldn't know. And that one is proving that you don't.
I think the only thing that separates me and Sven, though, and that concept of being built, is that I still have my own free will and I'm not held back by some arrangement.
At this current time, I have no master, so I have free will.
Yet you seek them out like a slave.
Wouldn't you want to meet your family?
I know my family's dead, so there's no reason to seek it.
I seem to recall a giant skeleton hand taking a family member.
And that
leverage.
You're so adamant about finding? By the way, what risks are you willing to take to save her?
Well, I guess if finding the ability to summon a Tarask again is within the question, we could always go that route. Being I'm a devil, technically speaking, I am the mortal enemy of the demons, of the things that took my sister. So any and all means to get my sister back, if that results in the death of demons, are acceptable means.
What about the death of the rest of us?
Well, I think me showing caring for Gareth and trying not to let him wither out answers that question. Giving you the ability to have your memories without qualm answers that question. Not putting a bullet through Janice's head for her complications.
At that comment, you can't quite tell, but you think maybe Gareth chuckled a little. Which is odd behavior given the last couple days.
Currently,
if I were there, I wouldn't rat you out for doing it. I'd push the blame on someone else, on our enemy, perhaps.
Brave of you to assume that I'd let you say anything to begin with. The only people I have anymore are the people sitting in this cave. If I lose you, I lose any potential of if I can retrieve my sister alive. Makes that chance even lower. Because I can't do that by myself. So at the time being, we need each other as much as, everyone else needs each other. Because we can go all our separate ways in this desert, but I can guarantee you that at least one of us, maybe two, would live.
Well, speaking honestly, I know I'd die without you guys.
And you take the rest with you.
But I would also probably die with you guys.
That doesn't make me feel better.
I
I'd
think the
rather
point,
take the chance of being alive than a guarantee of that.
besides, in the end, after seeing your performances, I can see positions I can use you all for other situations.
How so?
Well, your back's a problem. Assuming that I can make up a deal in time,
We're not. Don't bother. How are you planning on using everyone?
How am I planning on doing what?
Using everyone else. As you just said, you had a plan.
Well, I mean,
What are we, merely pawns?
Sveen still owes me that favor.
Yay,
We'll
I'm
see what that comes
useful!
to.
Let's not go too far, Lunk.
Oh, so you're willingly admitting it.
Hey, if usefulness keeps me alive, then sure be it, I'm useful.
So, I mean, we could always use you as bait. At least you'd be useful, right?
No usefulness.
You definitely see Gareth slightly chuckle at that.
Oh, Gareth, I know you're just covering up your pain. You don't want to lose me.
But you're
Does he
fully
always
admitting
laugh
that
at
to
things
everyone.
So dark?
What did you say, Poppy?
Does he always laugh at things so dark? Kind of pointing to Gareth.
I don't know. It sounds kind of funny.
If it's about them too, maybe. Points to Janice and Lunk.
You have to sometimes. Laugh at
I mean,
dark.
I've heard the phrase, laughter is the best medicine.
Tell that to my wound. But I digress. Anna, you were saying something about tools other than Lunk?
I mean, it's all in time. And what the situation is. But that's assuming that everyone here makes it out of the desert. I don't want to make plans too hastily.
Bird in the hand, bird in the bush. Smart. Going with the bird in the hand, bird in the bush technique. Smart.
Well, I wasn't built just to be a grunt.
Hushpipe pops up. So what were you built for?
As a devil gear, the general original purpose for our creation is either for labor, couriers, or being sent to Avernus to the battlefield as a front line. Fortunately enough for me, it seemed that somebody took a liking to me enough to have me retrofitted with a bit more than the standard devil gear. And I didn't get sent to the front lines of Avernus like others I know. And labor in hell is, well, hell. And I'd be happy to avoid that.
Please remind us what Avernus is.
The first plane above where we went to go see the smith. That's where that battlefield between the devils and demons is. It's just nothing but, that's all it is, just a battlefield.
So you said you had died once.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember anything of your past life?
Only what my sister was able to tell me before she was taken.
And that there was a Trask.
The details of my death weren't disclosed to me. It was a recent discovery.
Yeah.
It
More
was
than
on a
like-
need-to-know basis.
She told you sooner, she may have to kill you.
All I know of my past life was I spent Lord knows how many years as a maid in an elven manor.
Ah, you were on the other side.
I was.
Hushby kind of pops up and like, the Zadian War, I didn't hear what's much on the elven side. Anna, would you mind telling me more sometime about what the elves were like? When you remember.
If I remember. Again, most of what I've been told is just word of mouth from my sister.
Well, you had a secondhand source, like the elven side of the desert can't be get to right now. Over the trench and the double ridge, and no boats has gone past the eye, so we don't know what's on the other side.
Well, if the elves now are the same as they were in the past, they're going to keep themselves well hidden. And they ain't just going to let anybody in. Unlike the dwarfs and their knack for crude machinery.
Well, the dwarves are just the closest side to, easiest access to all the other nations of the world. The elves were the first side, and after the Tarrasque was defeated, it was hard to even get over to the oven side, and now it's impossible.
I'm sure after suffering the great losses that the elves did that day, I'm sure that they would rather keep to themselves so that they don't have to revert to those means again. As I said, elves being of the Fae would rather use magic and cunning over brute force and crude machinery.
Hey, you don't know us. I mean, you're true, but don't just go assuming all of that.
That crude machinery helped fight the thing.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you
one
very
really
much.
cares. Machine is a machine. It's not useful. Nature is real. Machines are
better.
Not real.
You know you're talking to one right now.
Oh wait, that's not a suit of armor?
No.
Whoa. This whole time I thought you were just a person inside of it. Oh.
I mean, you're not too far off the mark, Lunk.
Did you really not know?
It's Lunk. Take a guess.
Hey.
It's for
I mean,
horses.
you're right, but hey.
Yes, you are speaking to one right now. And I don't very much like how you're speaking about me.
Or her horse that she rode in on.
That's just a regular horse with armor.
You anger me.
You're now displeasing me as well. So I'd mind your tongue.
There goes that crude nature out of the machine again.
Was that a crude oil joke?
No.
think I'll find better company with the dragons here soon.
I mean, if you want to stay here and just be one of his objects, I mean, by all means, enjoy
Didn't you
yourself.
just say, Anna, that you needed all of us?
Exactly.
Well, but if Fiend wants to leave, then that's in her own accord. I can modify my plan without her. Nothing's set in stone until we get out of this desert and everyone's back to full speed.
It's not happening.
We've drug in your ass this far. We're gonna get the rest of the way.
Did you just say drugging?
Yes.
Gareth gets sad at the weird grammar.
Hushby turns to Garrus and just like, so when you get out of the desert, what's your plans?
What plans? How can I have plans? You know my injury. There's no point anymore.
We'll get him fixed.
Your life is not over.
May as well be. I'm not useful.
Gareth,
Be surprised.
If the smith was able to take an old broken corpse like me and make me this, I'm sure we can fix your little injury.
It's not the same.
Many academics are not in perfect health.
Many clerics can easily fix legs.
I'm not an academic. We have a cleric, and that didn't work, remember? She, whacked my injury with her stick from her god, I seem to recall. Please tell me you're laughing out of game.
That's out of character because it's funny.
Keep going, Poppy.
I would never.
Yeah, sure. Poppy, please repeat your question.
So it sounds like what you need is a position that's kind of like what you do now, which I don't really know what you do now. What is it exactly that you do now?
I'm an officer in the military of Shipshaven. I fight. I'm not a scholar. I can't sit around reading books. That's not.
But see,
He just kind of trails off.
with that, if I'm understanding how most of that all works the right way, I don't really know. Aren't there people who generally sit and do all the planning for all of that?
Yeah,
the
that's
fighting?
Gareth right there.
Yeah, you're fat older generals. Oh, please, long piss off.
You could become a child of a god, and maybe they'll fix you.
So I'll be sitting on the streets, begging, waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, because I really came to my assistance.
My reindeer, I don't think that's going to happen. Regardless, Poppy, yes, there are generals. In Shipshaven's case, there is one who does the overarching planning of everything, but he is smart from experience and decades of trial and error doing his thing. I am not.
So why not learn from them?
Learn, sure, but what kind of lead? You need a leader who is able to go up to the. That's how it's done. You lead from. Planning happens in the background before engagements.
If you say so.
Well, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
There's many ways to fix your injury, Gareth.
There's no point. I keep saying that.
If we can fix it and make you walk again, there is a point, is there not?
No.
I'm sure if you make some deals with some people I know, you can probably get them back.
Yes, because the deals with the Fae never go better.
Like your deals with devils go better.
At least we keep to our side. Without screwing you over in the end.
Deal with devil. You literally just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even as a devil, we still have to follow a code.
Or is it more like a guideline?
You say that we
Code.
don't?
guidelines. Fays are in it for the entertainment rather than seeing both sides get what they need.
Parlay.
What'd you say, Emily?
Out of game.
Oh.
Oh, bleh. We're in-game RPing, dude. Get good.
You threw in a Pirates quote. I threw.
I know, but I said it in-game.
I'm sorry. OC parlay.
Hey.
Parlay.
Where were we?
And it's better to make deals with people you know more than just some random individual in the Fey Forest.
That person's also going to know how to take the most advantage of you. I'd be careful. And Poppy just turns her shoulder.
I mean, even so. When you make a deal, you have to know what you want out of it. No point in making a deal with somebody you don't know. Because then you don't know if they'll actually be able to deliver on their side.
But how can you promise that you would?
I mean, every promise I've made so far has been kept.
Yeah, for now. That's nothing against you per se.
Well, I mean, one is still a law. It's still a 100% success rate in my book.
I'd be a little leery trusting that.
You know what you get when you make a deal with the devil.
I feel like that's not what that expression means. I think it means exactly the opposite.
Well, I mean, if you piss them off, that would be the opposite.
I'm a little short on trust. No offense.
I think that's everyone's problem sitting around this fire.
I don't know. I feel like everyone else didn't have parents who are now total strangers to them. Who used to be in some cult and who apparently reared God knows how many kids to be part of this. So, no, I don't. I'm really short on trust right now.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I never knew my parents, so.
Well, I don't anymore. Janice, was that in game?
Janice.
I don't have some tragic backstory.
No, that was out of character.
Have some.
I said out of character.
Absolutely terrible parents. They didn't care about me. They never.
At least they didn't lie to you.
Them. After my birth, they just left me. Abandoned me.
I mean, that sounds pretty tragic.
Yeah, didn't you just say you don't have a tragic backstory?
What are you talking about?
And Monk, that's why you're going to be used as the bait.
Monk, have you ever considered the nickname of Rock?
No.
Please do, as you're about as observant as one.
I don't know. Those rocks the other day were pretty observant. I wouldn't insult them like that.
Gareth actually chuckles.
You know, I can see things when I want to.
That is a major problem. For someone who's supposed to be sneaky and observant, you seem to be lacking on both fronts.
Oh no, I see everything.
So it just doesn't make sense then, or what?
He can read the writing on the wall. He just doesn't understand how to read.
I'm going for a walk. I step away from the fire.
Don't go too far. I can't save you if you walk out of the cave this time.
Look,
I make my way towards the I suppose exit of the cave, and then how dark or light is it?
it's dark. It is one moon that's out, and the second moon behind it, much further away. They're in their like the quarter moon state.
Okay, I just kind of sit in the dark, kind of near the doorway.
Okay, so while you're sitting out there by yourself,
we're all gonna die.
you always have your sword. You see it fly out of its sheath and just kind of float in front of your face.
Oh shoot, what did I call it?
Wah.
Sorry. What are you doing? Why are you out? I mean, it's great, but why are you out?
You see it kind of glow a dim blue, and it gets smaller.
It must be cold out.
The sword gets small?
Yeah, it physically just changing shape, and becomes more humanoid-esque, with tiny pixie wings. And in a short little bit, it shapes itself into a small fae.
One was bad enough.
Hey, that's out of game.
It kind of floats in front of you, kind of just looking at you.
Wait, where was... Someone just post something?
Pay attention.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I always post. Pay attention.
I am paying attention.
Then talk
You
to
have a
me.
little light blue glowing fairy sitting in front of you, just kind of looking at you.
I wasn't gonna do anything bad, but just, yeah, hi. I wasn't planning on stealing anything from them.
Just kind of doesn't say anything.
So, does this mean you're okay with me doing it?
Shrugged shoulders.
That's not consent.
That's a yes to me. I didn't know. Also, I didn't know you were... Do you have a name? Or should I just call you Swordy?
It kind of just gestures. And you kind of infer from the weird gesturing that it doesn't have a name. And it kind of just floats in front of your face, not like 3 inches away.
Man, I really wish I was better at coming up with names. I have zero creativity when it comes to names. Even for pets.
When you said pet, he just kind of tilts his head and just looking at like, what's a pet? But doesn't say a word.
Oh, no, not you. Oh, light blue. You shall be Blizra.
Shakes his head no.
Rejected.
Freezer.
No.
Don't worry, I'll give you a name. A name that is worth your stature.
This kind of looks at you funny and just again sitting floating about 3 inches away from your face. Okay, rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys are doing?
Trying to remember what we were talking about last.
I'm gonna get ready to sleep.
As Lunk gets up and walks away, and Gareth was chuckling at him, he's in such a good mood, he actually picks up his food bowl and takes like 3 bites.
Okay, it is very cold, but
Whatever.
it is edible.
I'm gonna go get ready to sleep.
Don't black out.
But isn't sleeping blacking out?
Jenna.
What?
Isn't sleeping blacking out, though?
Sleeping is sleeping.
You paint with words.
I'm just gonna go sleep.
Okay. You go over to your tent and roll out your bedroll and you just lay down on it.
Emily's still awake, or she pass out too?
Emily's always listening.
I don't like the way you said that. Keep going.
Emily's just listening in. Didn't feel like chiming in yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna turn down my bit. And are you just always a wallflower? Did something happen to you? Did Daddy never say he loved you enough when you were growing up?
I prefer not to speak about my past.
Why not? It seems like everyone else is doing it right now. Besides, if we're going to be getting out of the desert and working together again, I'd prefer to know who I'm working with as a person rather than a set of capabilities. Unless you just want to be used as a tool, then by all means continue to keep your mouth shut.
I'm sorry about that. I had a lot in the background going on, so I missed some of that. So,
Is that IRL?
yes.
Okay, it sounded
Yes.
like Emily talking, so okay.
My apologies. Yes, no. Okay. Getting back in roll. I just. While some of your stories have been touching, I prefer not to speak mine.
You don't have
Gareth?
to talk about the touching parts. But if you're going to be here and continue to travel with us, which I'm going to assume you're going to do when we make it back to the port city, better to just explain, or at least spill some of the beans.
Fine. How about this? My family was killed. I am unknown to be alive and an outcast even if I was alive.
What was Gareth kind of cocked? Emily, what was the name of your kingdom again?
If I were to even mutter the knowledge of my past and that word was brought on the breeze, I would be hunted down.
It no longer exists, so
And everyone who knows its name doesn't either.
You're already existing on death's door, so you might as well just speak it.
If I die on my own terms, that is by my... But I will not endanger everyone here as well.
please, I already know half of it anyway.
Well, if I recall correctly, before even venturing out into the desert, during our breakfast, you stated that you were willing to cut and run if the risk was too great and the rest of the party began to fall. But why now the change of heart?
I wouldn't really say a change of heart. More of the companionship is nice. Been alone for so long, and well, there may be many issues here. There are issues at home, and it just reminds me of home, or what it used to be.
And wouldn't it make sense for companions to know something about each other other than vague reasoning?
Well, your argument does state some things are better left. Die.
You're cutting out.
Repeat that sentence.
While your statement does hold logic, there are some things better left to just die in the breeze for your own safety.
I think, given what this group has done thus far, I think safety is out of the question.
OOC, I can't think of the name of the kingdom right now, so I'm trying to roleplay around that being real, and also I can't think of it, so I'm like, he's still pushing it, I can't think of the name.
Okay.
So
That is very dishonorable.
Shh.
Okay, Emily. You're from the continent of Norvarat.
That's not the kingdom, though.
Yeah, the
Continent doesn't
kingdom.
matter.
Let me look up the map. 'Cause I haven't done that in a while.
Very unfaithful of you.
Are you
Okay,
there?
we're just gonna say it's Shangri-La because that's a
Oh,
Invincible
that name's
kingdom.
taken.
Is it?
She's
Yeah, by Shangri-La.
Yeah,
Is there Shangri-La in this universe?
It's no, not in this universe. But
Well, yeah,
okay,
yes,
whatever.
okay. Well, because it's a dead secret place that people aren't supposed to know about, so I figured it would actually work.
It does work.
Okay.
Eat your soup,
Okay,
Garrett.
okay. DM says it works, so go for it.
Eat your
But
soup.
I can't find it. So, yeah, Shangri-La.
Okay, sweet. Fine. My kingdom was actually called Shangri-La. Okay, can we move on now?
I mean, again, I'd rather know you as a person than a tool, but if that's all you want to give me, then I guess that's all you're going to give me.
Emily, don't you want to reclaim whatever title it was that you held?
Oh, those are just dreams on the wind. I fear that will never come to pass.
Well, if you just let your dreams die, then that's the way it's going to be.
Insert inspirational quote here.
Oh my god. You're really in the moment, man.
That was in game.
You said it yourself, you enjoy the companionship. I'm better this way than being alone, yet at every turn you seem to counter that statement by trying to keep to yourself. Granted, we more than likely will make it out of this desert, given the assistance that I've been able to get from the dragon. But seeing as what happened to Gareth and our ship, things are only going to get harder from here. So unless all of us can start getting along and talking more openly with each other, I don't think we are going to last much longer.
Gareth is a fighter. He'll push through this. He may be mopey now, but that's just... He has daddy issues.
I don't think you understand everything going on. But I digress.
Oh, I've seen you get hurt before. You'll push through this leg issue.
This isn't a cut on the arm. This isn't anything that you've seen.
Oh, see, I thought Gareth was pushing this off more, so might be on that one.
No, that's fine. Just whatever. Just.
Okay,
Go
yeah,
with it.
yeah. No, I was just. Oh well, I didn't realize it was so serious. Then you seem to just be playing off and moping like. Well, that one time that one girl dumped you, so I figured if it was just a little back scratch.
That's why I've been dragging him around the desert for the past 2.5 days.
Oh, he's been on his back for most of one afternoon when he had one small little gut punch. Figured he was milking it for attention.
Can't totally see Gareth's face through the mask, but what you can see, it does not look happy. Like, at all.
Like if you could walk, you should run.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of thing, basically.
I mean, you seem to know a lot about Gareth. Yet even with these injuries he's received and his almost plausible death, you don't seem very moved by it.
Because I know he's a fighter. If he hasn't gone down yet, he'll push through. And he has good people around him to take care. As I said before, I don't like to show my emotions. Whatever I am feeling deep down.
Makes it hard for your companions to read you and know your true intent. When in their company, you don't reflect how you feel about them or the situation. I'm not saying that you have to go and weep about your lost parents, but if you want the companionship that you've been speaking of, then you need to give a little more to those that you're seeking the companionship from.
Or you could just join a brothel. There's lots of companionship.
And he's not wrong on that accord.
I'm sure you'd have visits from Lunk lots of time.
If he could find his way there to begin with.
Hey,
Oh,
Chris,
he'd find
can I hear them through the cave?
Make a perception check.
Hey, we weren't listening to your shrinking sword conversation. We're,
show you perception. Oh, that's persuasion.
Get a two.
yeah,
That's
persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah, you can hear them, and they're not being very nice.
Keep that in mind.
In the meantime,
Lunk will
you
remember
do
that.
see, like, you've been rallying off a few names, and every single one is little Faye, just like, no.
How about I just call you Pixel?
Nod's head no. Chick's head no. Because Nod means yes, Shake means no. Shake said no.
Alright, you're just gonna be little old blue.
She puts her finger to her mouth and just like it goes down to the sand in the desert and just little tiny letters. S L Y.
Why?
I know.
Gareth, shut your damn mouth, eat your soup.
I'm trying. out of game, I know what I want the thing's last name to be.
Eat your damn soup and be quiet.
Yes, obviously.
Your name is Sly?
If she puts her finger to her mouth again, then kind of move the dirt so the letters are covered. And she tries again. SYL. And then like does the big old display like so proud.
Oh, you're Seal. Sealy. Seal.
And she kind of gestures like sounds right.
SYL, you said?
Yeah. It is Seal, but ow.
Seal. I like it. Wonderful name.
Nice head. Like yeah. Kind of
You know, I was thinking of, picking their pockets. They're not being very nice. I need to show them what not nice is. You gonna be okay with that?
Shrug shoulders.
Okay, well, I am going to sneak into the area a little bit.
Okay, make a stealth check. Okay, that beats even Anna's passive perception, which is ridiculously high.
Can't remember what my passive is now.
17.
Is it? It is
Yeah.
17.
Okay. You're hidden from the others.
Okay, I am going to use. What's it called? I'm going to use Mage Hand,
Okay.
30 feet. That works. I am going to use Mage Hand to grab something from Gareth. Is there anything sitting by him?
A bowl of soup?
Is it gone?
Not really.
No. It's had a few bites taken out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to move that bowl of soup on the.
You know he's holding it in his hands, right?
I said setting by him, not in his hands.
Okay,
Well,
Garrus would say, what is by you?
Okay, well, he was taking a couple bites, so he probably just is holding on. I don't know. Gareth refused to let anyone take his gear, so everything is just on him. Like in the little picture I have in Roll20, down at the bottom.
Yep.
That's what he's got.
Well, then I will slowly take something out from his sheath. Oh, no. Do I take it? Do you have something on the right of you?
Right?
Yeah, like your right side. You have a bunch of arrows and a sword. Can't take either of those.
The right would probably be some general pockets. I don't know.
Okay. In that case, roll your sleight of hand.
DM, if you want to look through my inventory,
Yeah, I am looking
pick
through
something.
it. Depends what he rolls.
Yep.
Nat 1.
That's a nat 1! Oh, that's awkward.
Out of game. Time for someone to die.
Well, at this point, that should seem like Anna's trying to. No, wait. Yeah, that is.
Okay. Garrus, as you move through your conversation, you feel something like someone's pulling something from your right side.
He's going to clap his hand over wherever the spot is that he feels something getting pulled, whip out his hand crossbow, and try turn around to angle it at just like in a 180-degree arc on his right side. Just scanning, looking for someone taking something.
Okay. Well, as you try, like you grab something, it feels transparent and not corporeal. You try turning completely, but the muscles in your back,
obviously, yeah,
they're severed. You only get so far. You look down, and it is a mage hand you're holding.
I dispel it as soon as I see him move.
Okay, it is dispelling. You're like you have your hand grabs on something, and it was something there, and it's gone now.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I want to try to figure out what or whom it was, because I'm putting up with 0 BS right now. You want me to roll for something?
Yeah,
Insight, intelligence, or
make a perception check.
Damn it! Hit.
Oh. Okay. You you look around. Anna's close by, but not close enough to, and it wasn't something she could do that you know of. Look, make a stealth check. What's disadvantage?
Oh, what? Okay.
Caught. Okay. Garrus, you turn around, you see Lunk running.
I didn't run.
Oh, he's
I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna give myself away. I'm hiding. I might still think I'm hiding.
Yeah.
You
You see
see,
Lunk dive into an offshoot.
Dive. I was against the edge.
you
of
see him
Hey,
peering over a rock,
Andy
thinking
who?
he's still sneaky.
all right, guys. Just let Long stand there, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it happen.
I was right against the wall. Okay, I'm trying to be right against the wall.
Well, I
And you
see you,
see
and
it.
I'm shooting at you.
You see a bolt fly past you with a little bolt lightning behind it. And it just shatters across the wall behind you.
Gareth, what did you just do?
Everyone just hears Gareth shout in rage, and call out Lung's name.
What did he do this time?
Gareth just begins to crawl over to where Lunk was, shouting,
Anna's
"You little
gonna-
thief!"
Anna's gonna stand up and like use a wing to block him from crawling. You stay here.
No, you let us know. What happened?
Gareth again shouts, "Thief!"
So he tried to steal something from you.
That's
Link,
what thief means.
come over here. I'm out of character. I'm just confirming.
Okay.
Oh, Lunk, where are you?
Gareth tries to swat Anna's wing aside. Gareth is out for blood because he's tired of this BS.
What did Lunk try to steal?
Anything?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He failed at it.
Was that in game or out of game? That question.
Out of game.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, something. Just anything.
What was he trying to steal? My stuff.
When Gareth pushes Anna's wing away,
Mhm.
she's gonna like spike the ground with her tail in front of him.
Okay.
Don't
Do-
move.
I can't, so why are you bothering?
No, you're attempting to now. Stay there.
Yeah.
Eat your food. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Nope, I'm putting an arrow in his face.
Stay. If the conversation goes south, I will drag him out and hold him there for you.
It only makes me feel
Stay.
slightly better.
Here. Emily,
Gareth.
make sure he doesn't crawl off.
Gareth, we'll bring him to you. Don't worry. If you
Gareth.
stay put, he'll be here for you.
Gareth pulls out his light crossbow instead and just reloads his hand crossbow. So he's lying there on his tum-tum, prone, ready to snipe Lunk.
Is he loading it with malicious intent?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's any question about that?
And then when Gareth stops, Anna's gonna turn and start walking towards where Gareth was shooting.
Okay. You definitely see Lunk. He's thinking he's pretty well hidden.
And just like walking around the corner and then like waving him to follow her. Down this way.
I point at me and give a questionable face.
No, the other idiot around the corner.
What?
Over here.
No,
Otherwise you're gonna get shot.
you're all crap talking me, so I left. You obviously don't want me around.
I mean, I'm here to
I mean,
have
I'm
a
not
conversation, but if
I
you
didn't
want
leave,
to...
I just left the area.
Okay, now it's just me. Come over here.
But I want to stay over here. I don't trust that guy.
And I still see Lunk as he's refusing to move.
Yeah, you still see him.
I'm gonna shout, Anna, he's not moving.
I'm
As
working on it, Gareth.
I line up a shot.
Unless you want to get shot, you should come over this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And I point around the corner. I don't finish that sentence, but I gesture back around the corner.
Towards Gareth?
No, towards the entrance of the cave.
What about it?
I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna." Then I point.
No, Anna's walking over to where the lake is in the cave. And she's waving him to come that way, away from the corner, so he doesn't get shot.
Emily's gonna stand in front of Gareth on the crossroads and be like, hey, don't kill him yet. There's 1,000 ways to make someone suffer more than a quick death. So don't shoot him yet.
I swatted her legs.
No. You will make him suffer. We will deal with this. But you just don't shoot him and kill him.
Anna is dealing with this. I will take care of it when he doesn't move.
Where is Seal right now?
It's kind of floating next to your shoulder.
Okay, I quietly whisper to Seal, just stay hidden. I don't trust these guys to not do anything against you.
And we were doing so well.
So much for being friends. Oh well.
Okay. She nods and just kind of floats down. Just so she's out of sight.
Okay, then I walk back
Walk back to
to the fire.
fire. Okay.
No. Emily is going to stop the killing.
Sorry, I was okay.
Look at the map before you make a grave error.
Emphasis on grave.
Yes.
A fatal error.
Okay. You're gonna go to Anna, correct?
Yes.
As Lonk's walking towards Anna, we're gonna take a quick break. Because it's
Okay.
8:45 NEP.
DM, I can hear Gareth shout thief.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you have something.
Isn't he just constantly watching us, just seeing what we're doing, just for the kicks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he knows you didn't steal any. Of
Oh,
his stuff.
he saw Lunk.
Okay. Good.
He's just watching.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not going to be... Yeah, that's a good question. I don't want to be bathed in dragon fire and just die instantly. Game over. Oh, that sucks. Okay. GG,
Actually,
everyone.
I was hoping Dragon would go, thief, time to kill.
No, he's just watching. He hasn't seen thieves. Like he have talked to very few. So he's just gonna watch you guys' behavior.
Okay,
That's all he's been doing this whole time is just watching.
I just figured he is very protective of his stuff.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he is, but
So,
you know.
so having heard a thief was.
Oh, right. This is that dragon's cave.
What did you think
Wow.
we were in?
Oh, I was
Okay.
finishing up dishes. I totally forgot.
We'll be back here at 8:52.
Okay.
Okay.
Gareth's here.
What the hell?
No.
Are you done looking at memes?
I mean, yes, but actually, no.
So Ratchet is now white and light blue.
No.
The Ratchet.
No. That's a new character, aka a female love interest looking thing.
Oh boy.
Furries are at it again.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Oh my god.
Don't go on Rule 34. You'll regret it.
Oh god.
Furry Rule 34
Why has it
is
blown
the
up
worst.
already?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, there was already hentai art for PS5 like 10 minutes after it was fucking
Oh
shown.
yeah.
How would you know this? Hang on a second. How would...
Controller.
I don't ask you questions, Matt.
I think
Well, I mean, you just did in game a lot, so... No, I'm kidding. Okay. I mean, if you have anything for research, beneficial.
I mean,
Rule
yeah,
34. You'll find it.
I got plenty of research material. That was
He's back.
I mean, I am a young student, and my brain does need expanding.
I forgot what game was it. Trying to think here. It's a recent release.
Was Brian back? Brian? Whatever fucking one you are.
I'm enjoying the Jedi Ghost meme.
Okay. Want to get back to game, or you want to talk about memes some more?
I know memes are pretty
Game.
entertaining.
Pokemon.
Game.
Okay.
On the scene.
3 minutes.
Lunk and Anna.
Yes.
What do you want to talk to Lunk about?
So why are you stealing things? Well, trying to steal things.
I was just over here, not doing anything.
I know Gareth is a bit moody right now, but you don't need to lie about it. Why are you trying to steal things?
I wasn't trying to steal, I was just trying to put it elsewhere so that he thinks and gets upset at someone else.
That's still theft, because you're taking it from him. So why are you doing it?
Mainly because he's an asshole. Or maybe mainly because he is a very rude person.
And you think that doing that's gonna make it, better?
Karma needs to assert itself back on him more than it has. He may have lost the use of his legs, but he's not changed.
Well, I mean, you haven't really either at all. So why can you come down and damn him for it?
Because someone needs to do it.
I think the person who cut our boat in half is more than enough for Gareth right now.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't want to cooperate and you want to continue being at odds with the party, then I mean that's on you. You have the same thing I told Emily. If you want to continue being difficult and not cooperative, then we're just going to use you until your usability is up. I mean, you don't want that. I'm assuming, at least.
I prefer to stay alive.
So instead of digging yourself deeper into a hole with somebody you already know you have conflict with, maybe let's try to resolve it so that when he does get his legs back, the first thing he doesn't do is shove his foot up your ass.
When do people ever get their legs back after this?
He's gonna get them back one way or another, Lunk. Yeah, it's hard to believe. How can someone ever get their legs back after an injury like that? But it's gonna happen. He doesn't want to admit it. No one else in the party seems to agree with it, but he's gonna get them. And like I said, unless you want him to come after you, if you care for your life that much, I would highly suggest trying to be more cooperative. Not just for your sake, but for everybody's sake. Because like that little stunt you were pulling earlier with those golems the other day.
What stunt? Jeez.
Standing there trying to trigger it. If they would have been set off again and come after the party, there would have been no way to guarantee Gareth's safety, and people would have overextended themselves, and we would have lost more people. That is what I mean by your airheadedness and your lack of ability to comprehend what's going on.
Show you a lack of comprehension.
I mean, you have. You don't have to show me. But if you care for your life that much, and you want to live as much as you say you do, using that thing on your shoulders a bit more and problem-solving situations before just going headlong into them would be advisable.
If I stand back, things will never get done.
If you stand back, nothing's going to get done, but if you just jump ahead and not think about it, you're just going to end up dead and make the situation worse. We're in no rush around here to get things done. We can take our time, observe what's going on, and plan accordingly. If you rush to get things done, then you'll end up dead.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
So you gonna try and cooperate now? Because I can guarantee you, no matter what I say, that as soon as you round that corner, Garrett's probably gonna shoot you anyway.
Exactly. So why should I care?
Well, I mean, don't you want to live?
You're telling me to cooperate with them. Especially
Mhm.
Gareth, when he doesn't want to cooperate to begin with.
I mean, he's cooperated with me, and Sven, and Emily. He's willing to cooperate.
Yeah, right.
But if,
I'd like to see that.
I mean, haven't you been paying attention since we've been adventuring together? He's been cooperative.
Not with me.
I mean, he has. He's been cooperative with both you and Janice.
Janice I can understand, but me.
You just tried to. You just tried to take something from him. If you woke up in the middle of the night and your precious little sword was gone, do you think you'd be happy about that? Or would you be a little upset and want to figure out who did it?
Yeah, okay, I'd like to figure out who did it.
And then you would probably like to kick their ass afterwards, would you not?
That depends.
That's close enough of a yes to prove Garrett's point right now.
Still think Gareth needs to be nicer.
I think given the situation right now that he's in, you can give him a break. Unless you're willing to offer up your legs and you can get drug around on a sled through the desert. It's up to you. So we're gonna go back over there. Garrett's probably gonna shoot at you.
I am gonna stay over here.
You're going back over there. And you will discuss this like grown-ass men. And we're gonna get over it. And come tomorrow, we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. And get everyone out of here in one piece. Alright? Thank you.
Whatever. And then I just start walking back. As I mutter under my breath, doesn't seem like you're treating us all equal.
I mean, I came over here and talked to you, didn't I?
Came over here and talked me down.
I'm talking you down so you can see what you're doing wrong. I'm not just gonna sugarcoat everything and then have that get you killed because you haven't seen the error. Yeah, you want to see, survive. Everyone in the party wants to survive, and I really don't feel like having to bury any more individuals.
We
Unless
haven't
that's what
lost anyone yet, though.
we
Except
lost.
for those
2
who
people.
chose to leave.
We lost 2 people in the crash.
Oh.
Yeah, sure, they weren't close to us, but it's still a loss. So, I mean, if you don't want to cooperate and you think everyone's here just to be an ass to you, the door's right there. Maybe you can find other people that'll cooperate with you, or maybe you'll just end up dead. Or you can go back into that other room, see what's been going wrong, what's going right, and fix it.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm going back. Just tell him not to shoot me.
I cannot promise you that.
Well, then I stay out here.
Anna's gonna grab him by his shoulder, the shoulder of his shirt, his scruff, and grab it and pull it with her.
Okay.
She's with her right hand, and her left hand's gonna be
Hey,
freed
you
up.
just said treat us all equally. This isn't equal treatment. You're dragging me like a...
I had to drag Gareth around.
Yeah, that's because he can't walk. I have 2 working legs right here.
But you're refusing to walk.
Still no reason to grab my shirt.
We're walking now.
No, you're walking and pulling me along.
Well, then I guess you better start use those working legs of yours.
No, I'm not going anywhere in there. I'm gonna go around the corner and get an arrow right to the face.
I'll take care of that.
Or rather, in his position, since he's lower, I'm gonna get an arrow straight to the knee.
I will take care of that.
That's why I said I will stay over here and you can go back.
We're both going back. So let's go. She's going to start pulling
I
him.
will come back later.
You're coming back now.
Then let go.
She lets go.
Okay then. And then I walk back.
Okay.
What with?
Anna's going to be
in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
But why?
Garrus, you're about ready to shoot, so you see.
I can't. Emily keeps blocking my shot.
This is correct.
Okay. Garrus, you see a shadow coming around the corner.
I continue to swat at Emily's legs. And comment that she has cankles.
All the better to kick you with, my dear.
Oh, you really do care. Continue swatting at ankles.
Okay. Shortly behind Anna, done walking around the corner, Lunk walks behind. And expecting to get shot. Anna, you go up to Garrus and what do you say?
Oh, well, assuming that Lunk's right behind it, Anna's going to kind of wave off Emily.
I do a half step aside, just so I'm ready. Crossbow.
Does it pop?
Gare Bear is going to aim the crossbow, but he's not going to shoot because he feels like if Anna may have gotten the situation under control, but we'll see if he's able to constrain him.
Anna's going to move enough so that the two can see each other.
Okay.
Turn to Lunk, be like, is there anything you want to say?
Okay, we're good. I'm not shooting.
I don't say anything.
Is there anything you're wanting to say, Lunk?
Gareth needs to be a bit nicer to me.
Don't take my stuff.
Like we just discussed, taking stuff from other people that you were traveling with isn't helping the situation of them not being nice to you.
Unless you want a rep of stealing from cripples. In which case, I can end that rep very quickly, if you so desire.
Seen you try to get up, you can't move.
Hold on, let me roll Constitution again. Oh. Light crossbow shot.
You have it at disadvantage.
Damn it.
It still hits.
I rolled a nat 20. Still hits, you say?
Yeah, it still hits.
So I click this
Paralysis,
thing, right?
Gareth. Oh, jeez.
Okay. I just want to double check something very quick before we
Wait, you
continue.
shot me?
Yeah. You insulted my handicap, which he already has a difficult time getting over himself, so he doesn't need people pointing it out in such an aggressive. Also, Kirby, out of him. I'm sorry. This is what I got to work with.
Well, then I'm not sorry. I
said out of game.
So yeah, you said regular crossbow. Yeah, it's regular crossbow.
Yep, the
not
light
the modified
crossbow.
one.
Correct.
Okay.
I have the other one handy after I fire this one.
Okay.
Could I possibly make a dexterity save to try to kick that?
I'm gonna have both Anna and Emily. Anna, since you have missile catching gloves. Anna, Emily, you do too.
Well, I don't have missile catching gloves. That's just monk stuff.
Yeah, I know one of you have missile catching, the other has monk stuff. So
yeah, Emily's got the gloves.
So both of you make dex saves.
Dex save.
Oh come on! I have a +9. You garbage.
Get good.
Oh my god.
I know, we're both so good at this.
Okay. Shocked by what Lunk said, even though after you just talked to him, you weren't able to catch the bolt in midair. And Lunk, you get an arrow in your knee.
Alright, then I go back to...
I'm okay with my bad aim.
I retaliate, taking my...
You're at disadvantage.
Where's your Oh, you're glitched in the wall over there? I thought you were hiding behind Anna.
Yeah, he's behind Anna, so if he goes to move, he's got to move through her.
Okay, so I try to go after him.
Okay, you reach for your sword. It's not there.
What'd you say?
Lunk, you reach for your sword. It's not there.
So
it's flowing behind you in a little blue fairy light.
Alright, I just go after him. Because...
Okay.
I reach for the crossbow.
Okay. I'm just gonna have you roll a d20. Okay, you reach for the crossbow, and you're able to grab it.
I just throw it. I try to pull it and just throw it.
Okay. Garrus, Lunk, both make strength check.
Strength?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's a saving throw. I clicked the thing on the left, right? All the way on the left?
If it has a check mark by it, yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
if you have a check mark in the save, it's the same save. You're proficient with it, so
That's stealth, not strength.
that's not strength. That's stealth.
I win. Oh, I do have a check mark by it, but that's under.
Okay, so yeah, you have to go to the far left.
Okay, then yep.
I think Lunk, you're still proficient. No,
Oh,
never
that
mind.
was a save. That was a saving throw.
Yeah, it still counts because you.
Stop trying to burn all your bad rolls.
So Lunk, you go through it. Garrus, you're still hanging on to it. So it's kind of this like mini tug of war right now.
Grab hand crossbow.
I keep it pointed away from me.
Grab hand crossbow, shoot Lunk with it with open hand.
Make it a disadvantage.
I'm okay with this.
What? I just said I grab it.
Yeah, he has
I
the
have
second one
away
too.
from me.
Two.
One's a
That is-
hand crossbow. One's crate. Out of game, Kirby. I'm sorry.
Okay, no.
Yeah, he has two of them. He loaded both. And the second one shoots you square in the shoulder, and you feel a little bit jolt of lightning with it. You take 9 points of damage.
How
Actually-
much damage was the first one?
The first one's 5.
You've taken 14 total so far.
Yeah.
All right, I grab my dagger and I try to stab him with it.
Make it a disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're attacking it. No, it's with advantage, and the attack's the crit because he is prone.
That's fair.
No,
Plus
it's a
prone condition.
disadvantage.
Attack rolls against target creature has advantage within 5 feet.
Yeah, but I've been using protection against both of them as they attack each
Oh.
other. That's why
So
he
would
attacks.
So would that be just a regular roll then?
Yeah, he just makes
Yeah,
a
it'd be a
regular
flat roll.
Meanwhile, the dragon just. Yes.
Okay,
No,
I
he's
know
just
I
watching.
know I had a.
You do have a dagger.
Yeah. What happened? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Or is that just?
Boy, it
that's
sure
not
would be
seeing
awful
it
if it was stolen.
um,
I was out of game.
I 3 daggers and then I lost one of them because I threw it.
no, you don't have any daggers because you lost all of them when you pulled the found car out of the deck of many things.
Oh, back then.
Yeah. You never replaced them.
Didn't I at some point have 2 swords, or was it just the one only?
Just the one.
Okay, well then, since I'm right in front of him, I go for a kick to his chest or face.
Still a disadvantage.
So what
Or
do I
just-
roll for that?
Roll d20. Nope. You hit against his breastplate, and it doesn't really do much. It more hurts your foot than it hurts him.
Lunk, make a strength save.
Make a what?
Strength save.
I assume you're tackling Lunk.
Scarf, isn't it?
Yep. Lunk,
Okay.
you're tied
Yeah,
up.
he's restrained.
And she's gonna put you like laying flat on the ground. And Gareth, you have one of her guns on you.
Mhm.
I'm squirming around as I yell, "Tie me up! Tie me up! Tie him up!" I didn't do a damn thing to him.
Lunk, you have her other
Shot
gun
me
on you.
twice.
To be fair, I did warn you. Emily, take his crossbows away.
Warn me. We're a party. You shouldn't be shooting us. I wasn't
shouldn't
planning on
be
hurting him
stealing
at all. I was trying to take something off of him, not kill him.
I assume Gareth is going to resist my attempts to take the crossbows.
You will grab the light crossbow, easy peasy. The hand crossbow, Gare Bear's going to look at it. He's going to mutter something about father gave it to him, and then his eyes just kind of go dead, and he hands it over.
Okay.
So he gave up both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You will get these back, worry not. You have
Oh,
my
I know.
word.
Take those over to your tent, Emily. So she's
Can you help me get these arrows out? It's not feeling any better.
Anna's just gonna rip them both out of you.
Oh,
Yeah. That's gonna leave a mark.
Wait, if I shot him in the knee, can he not walk too?
you must.
Hey, that was the DM who said where he got hit.
It was just for flavor.
It was a glancing wound.
Yeah.
Just a flesh wound, because I've seen how those go. I've seen that movie.
And Anna's just gonna yank them out, and just break them after she pulls them out.
So Garrus can mark off 3 bolts.
2.
3.
I shot him twice.
You shot
shot one previously.
Oh, yeah, but I am keeping track of them. I am keeping track.
Okay.
You all sure like to fight for a group who claims to be a party.
I don't like thieves.
I don't like that guy.
Oh, good one.
So Anna's gonna continue holding Lunk in the scarf, and she's gonna grab Garrus' sled and drag them towards the door.
Okay. Garrus is not on the sled.
Then I guess Garrus is getting grabbed by his armor.
Like, behind the neck, like you would a sad cat, or what?
No, we're gonna go for the front breastplate. That way we don't damage the stick that's in your back.
All right.
We're gonna drag them this way.
You know that scarf only lasts for a minute, right?
Well, it only needs to last for a minute.
Okay. And they're outside the tent. We'll go back to them in a bit. People will run a campfire.
Go on the other side of him.
I didn't move it over there, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
I wasn't looking. All right.
Okay. Fiend, Poppy.
Jeez, Gareth's an ass. So sensitive.
Hey, it's not on you.
Shh, you too.
Fiend, Poppy, what are you two doing?
I'm watching this chaos unfold.
The chaos has basically ended ever since Anna, in her scarf of sunbinding, wraps up Lunk in this kind of pseudo cocoon, and now dragging both Lunk and Garrus outside.
I'm just gonna turn to Sphene and go, is this normal for you guys?
Lunk stealing? Yes. Garrus trying to shoot. Lunk being tied up? Yes.
No, but the rest of it.
Not really. But the other parts, yes.
Noru's like, humans are strange.
No kidding. Right?
Yes, especially
I've been with him for what's it been, like a week, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not understanding as to why Lunk sees the need to steal things.
I mean, I would expect that of some people I know, but I didn't think humans stole from people they consider companions.
Emily walks by. Humans steal from everyone as she goes back over to where Lunk and Gareth are.
Okay, they're outside.
Yep, I have stowed away the crossbows and I have...
Alright. Imp. Like we were discussing in chat, you explore the cave, seeing lots and lots and lots of treasure. What are you doing?
Cat?
What?
You paying attention?
Sorry.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Everyone was too busy. I'm sorry. What's happening?
That's fair.
Okay. You during this entire time, you are just exploring the cave. You see treasure galore this guy's been collecting for years. Mixed between rare piece of Electrum, which is a very rare coin. Spell scrolls up the butt. Potion. Helmets, warforges, carpets, jewelry, gems, portraits.
Dim is probably like walking around just drooling. Like he knows not to take anything because dragon bad, but also
Also money.
Wait.
And he wants to.
you're
Don't
not
be
gonna
alone.
miss one
Don't be a
coin,
boob.
right?
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
6,100,027, 199. Who took my coin?
So let's assume that the dragon is busy and very entertained by the current happenings in the cave. People getting shot and everything.
Mhm.
Let's take one of the coins.
Okay.
That
First, I'm gonna have you make a
Electrum.
Okay.
I'm still
Make a
walking around
stealth check.
invisible.
Make a stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Okay, let me find that character sheet. There we go. Stealth. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
advantage
advantage?
you say?
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Doesn't roll too. It's rolled so weird from this sheet. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you're rolling an NPC.
That's bad.
Yeah. You're not realizing you're stepping on a loose piece of coinage, and a few coins just kind of splatter down off the thing. You kind of see the dragon's head tilt over to where you're at. He can't see you, can he? I need to pull up the stat block.
Sees
Let me make
invisibility.
sure.
Shit.
I doubt dragons have true sight. Right?
I think platinum dragons do.
Good thing it's not a platinum.
Okay, he can't see you,
But he's
but he
aware that
has
someone
his
is there.
lizard eyes narrowed on your spot.
Wings up.
I freeze.
We're all gonna die.
and wait until he's distracted again.
Okay. It is quite a bit. He only has one eye in that area.
Yeah, let's not risk it. Let's not cause the death of the rest of the party. They can kill each other. It's fine.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Try to sneak away from the pile of gold without alerting the dragon and getting eaten.
Okay. You again are invisible, so make a stealth check with advantage. Okay. You step very carefully and try not to make any sound. Like even you're afraid to even fly, so it might hear the flaps of your wing.
Be very sneaky.
Yep. After a good few heart-pounding moments of try not to get caught, you're able to get off the gold pile.
Well, mission as unsuccessful, but still alive.
Alive to tell a tale.
It's a great exploit of the imp in the dragon's cave. Yes.
I kind of want to see a mini-series about it.
Okay, what's really funny, the stat block online and the stat block in the monster manual are two different stat blocks.
Imagine that.
So,
That's how you know it's quality.
Here.
Now the question is, which one are you gonna use?
I ruled on the one line because that's the quickest to pull up. So we're gonna keep the ruling.
You mean you don't want a TPK?
Yes. Okay, now we're gonna go outside the cave to Emily, Garrus, Anna, and tied up, pissed off Lunk.
For another like 15 seconds.
Basically.
Man, what time of night is it?
It's pretty dark out. The moons are in the sky.
I'm assuming it's chilly as well.
It cold, but not unbearable cold.
Okay. No, Anna's gonna drag the two out, and knowing that the scarf is a limited time thing, kind of just like drop Lunk into the sand,
Mm.
and then toss the unarmed Gareth. Not like toss, but kind of just like on his face into the sand.
Chuck him like a rag.
I mean, that's basically his. Yep. That's his new view of the world. So
Face down.
Which is as they're both freed up, just kind of turn and look at both of them. If you two cannot learn to behave, I'm going to drag you both in two different directions in this desert, and you can freeze. Neither of you are in the right. You're trying to steal. You shot him.
he tried to steal.
I'm trying to help you, both. We ain't gonna make it out of the desert if you two are gonna continue being at each other's throats. So either sort it out now, be men about it, and get over it, or you're just gonna be lifeless husks in this damn desert.
Oh, anyway. Gareth just keeps his face down on the ground.
Anything, Lunk?
I believe the player is AFK.
Oh,
God damn it.
Son of a reindeer.
With the worst, we just had break. Why are you leaving?
This isn't helping my calmness. Hey, let's see. One of you people knows Lunk pretty well. Can you just gotta fill in for him? Because we gotta keep this going.
Janice.
Oh God.
Pinky.
Oh
Why?
no.
Okay, you're
Oh,
back.
there he is. There you are, Lunky Poo.
gone.
There you are, Lunky Poo. We almost had to substitute you for another actor.
Oh, is Lunk actually here now?
Yeah, he is. He is found.
God damn it.
Reindeer, damn it.
Wait, why'd you have to call me then?
Because I was going to have you substitute.
I got
For-
hungry.
Oh.
Got hungry.
We had just had break.
Doesn't matter. He's here now. Let's go.
Okay.
Anyway, you just got dropped in the sand. You're freed up. Nana's telling you both you need to grow a pair and be men, or she's going to drag you out into the desert and let you freeze to death overnight.
Gareth said he'd be fine with the second option.
I'd rather survive than freeze, but as long as this guy can
No,
keep his weapons off of me.
stop. The first half of that sentence was all I needed. The rest of that, shush.
I prefer to stay alive than freeze.
Okay. I don't care what he's done. Alright, we need to move on past that. If you're going to continue dwelling on this, you're not going to get past it.
I close
You're
my
gonna-
eyes, take a deep breath, and say, done. I'm past it.
Good. Gareth. No more harming the people in our group. I know you're hurt. I know you're not happy. And you're having a really bad time right now. But we are all at wit's end trying to get through this. Yeah, I know you probably want to just lay in the sand and die anyway, but that ain't happening.
He's almost gotten us all killed several.
And we're working on that. But you need to do the same thing. Everything that's happened, get past it. You passed it?
He just keeps his face in the sand.
Out of
Yeah.
character, would those golems activate or do anything if we had just, stood really close to them?
Oh my gosh.
Which ones? Also, the answer is yes.
No, I mean, like, golems, how they work. Would they have gotten...
Are you asking the DM that, or are you asking Anna that?
anyone who knows about golems?
Well, I mean,
Is it in game or out of game? You're
Out of
asking.
game.
Yes.
Okay, out
Yeah.
of game. So yeah, take that.
As you would know for Earth elementals, if you would attack them, they'll attack you back.
Yeah.
But you don't know about these Earth elementals. The desert is strange. Strange creatures and strange rules.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, so as far as my information, as far as my knowledge goes, even if it were a golem, I'm not attacking. But there's a possibility.
I love the fact you guys keep... Yeah. We keep talking over each other. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just to... it had a possibility of activating just by standing too close.
Yeah, could have found your presence annoying and just killed us all. Yeah.
Are we back in game now?
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to know that for context's sake.
All right. So back in game.
when Garrett's laying there silently, Anna's gonna just like kick a small bit of sand at his head.
He ignores it because he's got his face mask on. And he would ignore it anyway.
Kicks more.
Continues ignoring.
Picks him up, like, grabs the back of his head and drops it into the sand again. Hello?
What?
Are you past it?
Him taking from me?
Everything. From here on, everything that's happened, and taking stuff and being an airhead, all of it. Get past it right now.
If he doesn't get me killed, sure.
Shoot. I don't want that. Yes or no?
Just regarding Lunk?
But at this current moment regarding Lunk.
Fine. In case my mic didn't pick up, I said fine.
Yeah,
we
okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna like look between the two of you, and she stands up straight.
Okay, about this time, the scarf unwinds itself and goes around your neck.
No, I already dropped Lunk.
Yeah.
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 That's why I begrudgingly, accepted the whatever, because I was no longer bound, so I was less upset.
Yeah, as soon as they got outside, she put them both in the sand.
Yep.
Okay.
That's easier with one of us than the other.
Yeah.
True.
So Emily heard that. We both heard that. So from here on, all that stuff that happened in the past. Yeah, Lunk, I know he shot you. We'll deal with that. Yeah, Gareth, he tried to steal with you. We've dealt with it. All that's done now. If you two keep being petty about that kind of stuff, you're going to get us all killed. Now you have the choice when we get to the port town, when we're safe. Gareth has his legs back. You need to decide right now. Are you going to continue traveling with each other? Or are you going to leave?
I would like to.
It was an or question. After saying that, Gareth realizes that didn't help the situation, so he just kind of wiggles his head back and forth to bury it in the sand slightly more.
Wait, what did he say?
You asked an or question. Lunk said, "Yee." Gareth pointed out that it was an or question.
Yeah.
A yes to what, Lunk?
I would
Leaving or staying?
I would like to keep traveling if we can refrain from harming one another.
Okay, Gareth?
Then I will not take anything.
Okay, I just needed the first part of the answer. Gareth?
Because his face is now so far in the sand.
He's gonna grab the back of his head and pick it up.
Aw. I need you to repeat the question.
Are you, when you get your legs back, and we're back to the port town, are you going to stay with the group, or are you going to leave?
My legs aren't coming back.
I don't need, no, I want the answer to my, are you staying, or are you going to leave?
I've been mandated to by my leader.
Mandated by what? To what?
By my leader to stay with you people. I'm finding things for my city.
Okay, I don't really give a shit about what your leader. I say you, as an individual, because if you as an individual don't have the mentality of sticking around, you don't have the mentality of keeping each other alive. Are you going to stay, or are you going to leave?
I don't want most of you to die. I'm useless.
That's not the answer I'm looking for, Gareth. Are you going to stay, or are you going to leave?
He just kind of, he lifts his head up, kind of cocks it at you at that weird angle, because that's what we got to do. Crap, and as I described that, I forgot what I was going to say. Give me a sec. If you want to drag around a useless, practical corpse, yeah, I'll stay.
Well, we've been doing that since you got hurt, so I guess you're not really getting to have a choice in that.
You're surprised when you see his shoulders kind of move in like one solitary chortle, and he just kind of.
And it just like kind of lets him go back to sitting, and she's going to turn to Emily.
Oh, he's in sitting? Okay.
Well, sitting, however he was before, she was just pulling
face down in the sand. Okay,
yeah,
well,
he just set him back down.
He's lying on his tum-tum. So.
Yeah. And just stand up, look at Emily. And you? Are you going to stay, or are you going to leave?
I will remain.
Lunk, can you walk? I swear to God, if you left again.
He's playing Minecraft, I know that.
Oh, son of a reindeer.
Lunk. I'll be missing your enemy cap in a second.
Do I gotta go over there and beat him up?
Yes.
Do it. Give in to your anger.
I thought we just said that's not how we're supposed to act.
Oh, we're
out of character, totally.
We're out of character now. We can beat that.
Murder time.
I like watching things die.
Long.
You better have a really good reason for leaving constantly.
I suppose you had to go pee.
I got hungry again.
Yeah.
Hey!
Back!
What? You said long, and I said yeah.
We
Yeah,
haven't
we've been
heard
saying long for 3
anything
minutes.
until just now. We've been trying to get your attention for the past 5 minutes. Oh my God!
I was right. I called it.
Do you have a
You can't
bladder
just
the
get up
size
and
of a
pee when you're in the
pea?
middle of a scene.
I consume lots of liquid and.
What did I just say? Get a catheter.
constantly, So
Get a
yeah.
bucket.
Get a bucket.
You don't just leave. You don't just leave when you're in the middle of a scene.
Get a pee bag.
Pee bag,
Anyway,
quick. Okay.
can Lunk walk?
Yeah. Well.
Okay. No, I
yes.
didn't.
You guys can DM?
Well, okay, DM and Lunk, can he walk?
Yeah, he can walk.
Okay,
I can walk. Run? No. Walk? Yes.
I asked you to walk. Emily brought Gareth's sled, right?
Correct.
Yes.
We're gonna set Gareth back on his sled. We're gonna pull him inside, and then Lunk can Emily.
When you start to pull him inside, he asks if he could just be left outside for a bit.
Not right now. We need to go and talk. We'll come back outside when we're done. So we're dragging everybody inside to the camp.
Everyone's back inside. I feel like I've been ignoring 2 players, 3 players.
Sorry, guys.
One's asleep.
Yeah. One's asleep. Imp's out doing shenanigans.
Gareth, Emily, move your avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Give it a boot.
Poppy and Sveen. Is there anything you'd like to discuss while the trial of Lunk is happening outside?
And Gareth.
Yeah, it was both of them.
And please take as long as you guys want. It's only fair.
Like, is there any questions from the character question sheet you like to discuss privately?
Did they AFK too?
No.
No.
They're just deep in thought.
They got to listen to all the drama.
God damn it.
No, they weren't deep in thought. It's deep in a thought.
What is your goal being with us?
Finding new music? What else? Kind of whips out her little lute and plays a couple, like, I can't think of how to explain it, but it's like, you know, where they kind of all just go
Chords? Chords?
No, because a chord is a single set of notes. It's
Mini
like going
chorus.
back and forth.
A verse?
Anyway.
I think it's just a stinger.
Sound effect.
Woo!
I'm picturing like this.
I was going to pull that up. Not fast enough.
Yes, that's exactly what I pictured, to be honest. It's perfect.
Road to El Dorado, you have gifts for everyone.
Yes.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah, she basically just does that a little bit and is like, you know, I mean, it's what I do.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise there might be a thing I'm looking for, but well, we'll see if I find it. I don't know.
Well, I wish you luck.
What about you? Do you know how you work exactly?
How I work exactly? Not a clue.
Mysteries lost to the time of creation. Gotcha.
Wasn't activated while I was being created, you know. Kind of counterintuitive. You know, they'd get a lot of zappies.
You know.
I'm guessing. Wouldn't be fun.
Okay. Takes a little bit, but the rest of the party does come back, including the imp. Scared shitless, but still invisible.
So how do we know it's back? Nope, I'm not going to ask.
So everyone's back.
Technically.
So when everyone gets back, Anna's just gonna put Gareth where he was. The Lunk's gonna go where Lunk goes, and Emily's gonna go where she goes. And Anna's gonna go over to Janice's tent, drag her bedroll, and drag her outside.
Janice, you're woke up in the middle of the night, being dragged from your tent.
Hey, what are you doing?
We're solving the issue.
What issue?
Gareth is going to shout over to Janice, Mom needs to talk to us.
And she's just gonna drag Janice kind of into the circle around the fire.
Okay, by this time the fire has died down. It's more like low embers.
Ooh, moody.
Yeah.
Then is after dragging her over, point to the other 3 that were out with her. So I just got done dealing with that situation. And they all got asked one question. All I want is a single quick answer. I don't want explanations. I don't want stories. I just want the answer. And there's going to point to Janice. When we get back to the port town, and Garrus' legs are fixed, and everyone's safe, are you going to leave, or are you going to stay?
I'm going to stay.
If you're going to stay, then whatever your malfunction is that's causing everyone else to be concerned for their own well-being is going to be dealt with very quickly. Because we are not having that affect us anymore. You may not believe it. You think you're a saint. There's something wrong. That is getting sorted out. Whether it's by your god or we have to do it ourselves. And she's a point to Poppy. Are you going to stay or are you going to go?
I don't really know.
I need an answer. Regardless of what it is, you're as much as I can involve myself with your safety, you'll have it. But I can't promise it in this desert.
You people bring far too much chaos.
Well, if that's your choice and you want to leave when we're here, when we're back at the port town, that's on you. No one here is going to hold it against you, but that's on you. We'll help you get there. We'll make sure everyone gets there safe. But that's your choice. Sphene, are you going to stay or are you going to go?
I'm going to stay.
Now, you staying here, you need to realize that whatever happened in the past, it needs to stay in the past.
What are you suggesting?
Everyone in this group's safety trumps whatever happened in the past.
Again, what are you implying?
For the time being, unless valid proof comes up that anyone in your little family you're searching for is in fact alive, that quest is on halt. We're not going around chasing fairy tales. I had to give up my sister for this party's safety. I'm not saying that when and if you find that information you cannot pursue it, but at this current time, without any leads, all that's doing is driving a wedge between us and the safety of the party. So all of that protecting and saving people, hardwiring that you have, that needs to be used for the people sitting here.
Like I've said, I don't know them, so how can I protect them? I will be looking for them in logical ways, such as libraries.
Shoo!
But I will not give up on finding them.
I'm not expecting to give up on it, but we are not going to make that many special trips for it if that would cause anyone in the party to get hurt.
Right now our focus is Gareth, I understand.
Well, right now, yes, it's
And
Gareth.
our
When
life.
we get to the port town, all that's going to get solved. I'm saying after that. This isn't now. It's after that. If you stay with the group, it's got to be a group mentality. We're all here to make sure each other lives on as best as we can. We're not going to hunt myths. We're not going to hunt for fairy tales.
Then what are we hunting for after this?
Whatever comes up.
Oh yes, and whatever comes up being what? Your whims?
No.
Gareth's whims?
Once he's
the whole
walking,
party has to agree on something then?
yes. What's the point of being a party if no one can agree on the objective?
And who's leading these whims?
It'll be a group mentality. If we get a contract, if people ask us for assistance, if something comes up that needs to be dealt with, we'll take that up. If everyone in the group agrees to it. No one is taking control. No one is holding the reins pure. If one person has a conflict with a mission or a quest that is given
then
to
we
us,
will be ending up doing nothing, since what have we all agreed upon other than survive?
I mean, we've made it this far with just that, haven't we? Picking up work as we go.
But if we implement that rule, we will be doing nothing.
And then if we just take up anything and everything and people start dropping off, then what?
I'm not saying we're picking up everything and anything. But your mentality of, if only one of us says no, we do nothing.
No, it's not a matter of if one of us says no, we do nothing. If one of us says no, we need to console that person, find out why, and see if we can come to some kind of compromise. We do this, we'll do that. Or a way to complete said task without completely infringing on that other person's issue. But if we can't even get that far, then we're going to continue to have outbreaks like this, pointing back to Gareth and Blunk. And it's going to end up getting worse and worse and worse until we're at each other's wits and killing each other.
Lunk was being stupid, I will say that.
We're dealing with it.
But it seems like you're implying that we can't have our own things or do whatever we wish because the party doesn't agree upon it.
That doesn't sound like a party, now does it?
What?
Party is made up of individuals that work together and will help each other. That doesn't mean that the party just does only what the party agrees upon. Sometimes parties have to do things they don't like for others. And this isn't just
and
for
I did
me.
that, didn't I? For you. But yeah, here we are. We're still taking up everything we're in terms of jobs that we can. Those kind of small sacrifices we're going to have to deal with. To say we have to go get a contract to go sack a church. I doubt Janice is going to be down for that.
We're sacking a church.
Ears perk up. Ooh.
The main goal of this entire conversation is to figure out where people stand. If you cannot stand with the party, then you're a liability. Yes, you can all be individuals. I'm not saying you can't. But this harming each other, stealing from each other, that is ending.
That I can agree upon on ending. I never partook in that.
But for right now, regardless of what happens after the port, I'm talking about when we get there. When we're all safe and sound and Gareth has his legs back. Are you going to stay? Or are you going to go?
Much like you have your own interest of finding your sister, I have my own interest of finding any current master that I may have.
And you don't see me dragging everybody to the first level of hell to find her, now do you?
Have you seen me do that?
I'm making sure
Have I
that
done
we're both on
anything
the same page.
by finding my master that has risked the party?
I'm making sure we're both on the same page.
But it seems like you're implying that I would risk everyone's lives just to find my master.
Well, I mean, you've stated clearly that you're willing to murder all of us if that's what he states. So don't you think that's grounds for concern?
I am sentient. I know the rights and wrongs.
But you've stated prior that if he ordered us all dead, that you would just follow his whim.
And you're banking this on the fact that he'd want you dead.
You never know. Everything else we've run into so far has been trying to kill us. You can't really know for certain.
Naru pops up with his little claw hand. I'm not trying to kill you.
You're an outlier in this conversation.
Well, this conversation is entertaining to me.
Well, then
Wow.
continue being entertained and please don't butt in.
Oh, continue.
Wow, you're being so rude to our generous host.
This is a group discussion. Granted, yes, he's being our host, but he is watching us for the entertainment purposes. Wouldn't he wish to continue watching the show or interrupt it? Now, as I stated, I'm just making sure that everyone's on the same page. I've already accepted the fact that my sister's probably dead at this point. If we find her, great. If not, then that's that.
Then what are your motives right now?
Right now, it's this party. You guys are the only things I have left. If I just go out there on my own to do my own thing, I ain't gonna last. I'm built to do a lot of things, but I'm not built to do everything.
Yes. Saturdays are
Okay.
Okay, you can stop that, please.
Sorry.
Maybe as we go on, we find things. Maybe I can make some modifications. I can make some changes to myself. But for right now, he is the concern that we need to get safe. And then after that, we need to make sure everyone here is on the same page. Because I'm not having other outbursts like we just had.
And yet you're implying me as an enemy.
I'm not implying you as anything.
Oh, yes, you are. My master orders you dead? I'm now an enemy. Okay.
Again, you've stated that
You
if that's what he ordered, that's what you would do. When I asked you about the master, that's what you said. If he wanted us dead, as ordered, you would do it. We all heard that. That is the concern.
I never said that I would kill you if my master had ordered. My master ordered me to do something, I would do it. Yes.
That right there is the concern. True, yeah, you're sentient. You have a sentience. But you're still having a slave mentality in your hardwiring.
And what about you? You have the same thing. You have a master.
For now.
We are the same. We are different sides of the same coin.
The only difference is I'm seeking to free myself, not live by it.
I'm seeking a family that I can actually trust.
Then you can't find that here?
Clearly not when I've been told I'm evil.
So is Janice. Yes, she's willing to stay.
I am not evil.
Not what he said.
That's what she heard.
regardless of what you think I'm implying. This right here is the only family I got, the only family Emily's got, that Lunk's got. Garrett's gonna stay. Janice is gonna stay, even though that Janice has been dogged on with her issue. But we're gonna seek that out and deal with it. Poppy's.
I don't have any other family anymore.
The point is that we're getting past the things that we find indifferent about each other to stick together and survive. And we can't do that if there's variables that are uncertain.
Variables meaning self-interest?
Not as much self-interest as more as the interest of the people that are over you.
So what, I meant to live my life lonely?
Not saying you have to live it lonely. You can be here.
So I have to live my life without closure then?
Not saying you don't have to have closure.
Oh, yes you are. Because I can't find my family now. If I agree to this.
I said if we come across it. And there's
But you're also implying
valid
that I
proof.
shouldn't find.
Your well-being could be a concern of the party, therefore the party would vote to go hunt your master with its full force. Your personal issues can be importance to the party, where we would all back you up fully. You will not be alone being in this party. I am coming to realize this.
The fact that after all this time, Emily, who just weeks ago was willing to turn and run if something hit the fan, is willing to stay, says a lot. If she's able to do that, if I'm willing to let my sister, the last thing I have of my past, go for this party, then I think everyone here can sacrifice something for this party.
But why would you have to let it go? You imply that you'll never see her again. Ever.
I know how demons work. From the moment they took her, I know whatever they were doing to her ain't pleasant.
So then on the same note that you're saying about my master, they can use her against you and have you turn on us.
If
or what about your master asking us for dead?
I've already stated the fact that I'm not working for him anymore. His goals and mine don't align.
Well, he clearly took your sister by force.
The fact you think that the demon took my sister and that I'm working for him is misinformed. Devils and demons don't work together. We're enemies to each other. My master, being another devil, not a demon, does not have the same goals I seek. The demon that took my sister, if corrupted her and used her against me, I would have to kill her. I've already come to that realization. She's been corrupted by the power that the demons have that goes against everything I am to let her live. Am I going to like it? No. But am I going to have to do it so that I can ensure my safety, the party's safety, and moreover make sure that the demon who took her doesn't get anything more out of her than what he already has? Then that's what I got to do.
imp. You hear all of this.
Yep.
You go around the corner, still invisible. Turn off your invisibility. Pull up your shard of a mirror. And you see in it the picture of your master.
Mm-hmm.
He says, report.